Hey everyone, it's Father Ryan, and I am very much looking forward to celebrating public masses again with all of you this coming weekend, May 23rd and 24th. And I hope you're enjoying the beautiful sunshine today. I wanted to just give you a few things you need to know before we begin public masses and things you should expect when you come to attend Mass. So I'm outside St. Joseph Parish here right now, and just want to give you a little tour inside of how we have things set up, and we'll give you a little tour at St. John's as well in this video, so you can be ready and prepared, and we can all be safe as we begin public masses again. The first thing is to put on a mask when you come in, for protecting not just yourself, but it's protection for other people as we cover our mouth and our noses so we can not have droplets going everywhere. So put your mask on before you come in. Right at the entry, we do have some extra masks available. I want to thank everyone who made masks by hand, sewed them on their sewing machine, and have them available for you here. So if you don't have a mask, just pick it up. It'll be right there at the entrance, and you can put it on. I just want to give you a little tour as I just walk backwards here and miss the door, and just to what to expect when you come inside. So we're going to go down the middle aisle, and we have every other pew set up with a little sign that says one person, couple, or family only, please, at each end of the pew. And then the next pew says, please do not sit in this pew. So we have every other pew available for you to sit in down both sides of the aisle. So if you're coming with your spouse, you can sit together at the end of the pew. If you're coming with your whole family, you can sit at in the pew with each other. Or if you're just by yourself, you can sit at the end of the pew. And so that maintains the 6 feet of social distance in between people. And we ask that if you come in to please, of course, genuflect and then sit at the end of the pew and maintain that social distance of 6 feet. Now let's go to the hall, and you can see how we have things set up there. So if you come into the church and every other pew at the end of the pews are already all occupied, what we ask that you do is just walk down to the hall, and we'll accommodate you here. We have plenty of room for you to sit socially distanced. And what we have is the live stream, which you can see in the back. Behind me, we have our speakers set up along with the TV. And we'll continue to live stream the Mass at ishmaelcatholic.com/live, which we will have fed down here into the hall. So you can participate through the audio and TV, which will stream right into the hall. So this is a pretty good setup, and we will also bring communion to you here during the time of communion at Mass in the hall. And I'll explain the communion procedures next. We'll be distributing communion to you in your pew in order to maintain the spatial distance. So when it comes time for Holy Communion, you'll be kneeling for the Lamb of God, and you can remain kneeling, or you can stand as we get closer to you, either way, to receive communion. We're asking everyone right now to receive Holy Communion in the hand, and make your hand as flat as possible so we can place the sacred host in the palm of your hand without touching your hand. As we get closer to you, just put your mask down, and then you'll be able to receive and consume the sacred host, and then you can pull your mask back up. I will be distributing communion in one half of the church. Deacon Steve will distribute another half of the church, and one of the seminarians will go to the hall to distribute communion to you if you're in the hall. We'll be going in and out of the pews that are empty, that have nobody in them, to bring you communion. So we hope that this will be pretty efficient and a good way and a safe way to distribute Holy Communion. Following Mass, at the end of Mass, I will be up front. I can bless any water that you bring in your own containers to make holy water, or I can pray for you for any needs that you would like prayers for. And so I just want to now show you over at St. John's how we have things set up over there. All right, now I'm here at St. John's in the entryway into the church. And once again, we do have masks here that some parishioners have made, which I'm very grateful for. So you can pick up a mask right at the entrance if you don't have one and put it on before going into the church. If when you arrive, all those spaces at the end of every other pew are fully taken already, we do ask that you then walk down to the hall, and you can be seated here. And we have the live stream feed coming in through the TV and the audio through the speakers, so you'll be able to see what's happening in the church and participate. We'll have song sheets with the hymns also down here. And communion will also be brought to you here during the time for communion. Like at St. Joe's, when it comes time for communion, just remain in your pew or remain in your chair in the hall, and communion will be brought to you. You can receive kneeling or standing, and in the hand flat, so we can place the host on your hand without touching your hand. I'll also remain up front after Mass at St. John's to bless any water you bring in containers for holy water, or to pray with you for any needs that you have. I know many people may be leery of coming on the weekend Mass. Consider coming to one of the daily Masses. I also know families with young children are wondering about how to fit Mass in with their youngest children not able to come. And maybe try to tag team. Maybe mom can come with on her own, and then dad can take the older kids later, or dad can come on his own, mom can take the older kids later. Whatever way you want to work it out. The dispensation for Mass is still in effect that Bishop John has indefinitely extended until things are safer. But we hope this will be a very safe way that we can celebrate Masses here in the two parishes for the time being. I also know many people who won't be able to make it because they are still vulnerable and don't want to come out. If you or someone you know is in that situation, the other seminarians and I are looking forward to maybe bringing communion to them. We're happy to do that if you just email me at pastor@ishpemingcatholic.com, or call one of the parishes, or call me and let me know that you'd like to receive communion at home at your door, or someone you know that can't get out and would like to receive communion. And we'll try to make that happen as often as possible, maybe not every week, but every other week, hopefully. All right, that's all for now, and know of my prayers, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you at Mass very soon. God bless.